Hi Earthlings. So I've got broken glasses again, please forgive. Now, I've been away for a little while, yes I have, and of course naturally it's been extremely busy. I've come back because it's very important. We are to survive this time of what is called the reckoning that's happening right now. So I want to tell you what witches are like, a little bit about how it works. So if your plants don't grow but they stay alive but no new growth occurs, it's an evil intention surrounding you. So with someone with negative intentions, it's a lot of personal information here. Someone tried to, there's so much been going on, but I survived. Now, let me see, let's get out of me. Okay, so if the tips of your leaves, if someone comes and visits you, goes away, and then you notice, you're like, what's going on with my plants? Why are the tips of my leaves going all withered and everything like that? It's their evil intentions. And of course the newly tipped leaves, the new leaves and the fragile stems, the ones that are still babies, they are deeply affected. It's terrible, evil. And then moving along, so your house will look dull, your health deteriorates, your skin glow diminishes, you're falling sick very often, bad dreams, plants not growing, expenditures, joblessness for long periods, lights that switch on and off, door knocks, major accidents, getting paralyzed or bedridden, family breaking apart, things falling, feeling a heaviness as if someone is over your body. I will tell this story. I've only had sleep paralyzed once, and I woke up and it was this weird dream. I went into a house and there was this lady there and I was trying to bring her to the light, and anyway the demon was on top of me and he had grabbed me like this and squeezed my throat, and I actually had physical bruising after that experience. It only happened once. And that's when I knew demons were real, because before that I didn't really believe that they were real. I thought that they were just sort of like a figment in your mind, something that people have in their mind, but I learned that they are an extremely real entity. And the other thing that I want to mention here is screaming birds at night. A screaming bird at night, that is heavy witchcraft seeking your death. So I don't have bats in my country, but I have seen them when I was in Australia, and it says major things to be aware of, bats flying over. Now I want you to know that a lot of these agents of the darkness, I call them, which are the people that are used as tools by the darkness, whether consciously or subconsciously, they are not out for your benefit. Or, I mean, I'm just going to tell you now, you're going to love them, you're going to trust them, they're going to be your family, you're going to think they're your best friend, they could be a lover, anything, and their intention is to cause you great harm. Okay, so we have one thing to counteract all this, the positive force. We work on cleanliness with our heart, our body, our mind, our surroundings. We always talk to our Lord and how positive energy, your faith in the Almighty, encourages His help. So Jesus is my Saviour, and Lord Shiva is my Lord. Great Spirit Chief Father is also a part of the story, and so is the Sun King, my son. There's a big story. It's huge. Heaven is close. It's just up there where the stars are. It's not gazillion miles away, like they say, okay? It's close. And the spirit realm is all around us. It's in the air. Plants in contact with black magic die fast. Any breaking of electronic devices like your phone, your laptop, your radio, your TV gets broken fast with black magic. When children become rebellious and rude, it could be black magic. Weird smells, bad odor, can't find source, definitely black magic. Black magic is always used to harm. Black magic is heightened during an eclipse, so something to be aware of there. Black magic and spells and rituals involve some sort of ceremony, chants, the use of symbolic items like voodoo dolls called poppets. They have herbs, photos, feathers, and personal belongings of the target. You, my darling lightworkers, are the target. And also sacrificed animals. So if you have gone through the transformation and become an earth angel, then it's all go for us, okay? So our abilities have been sort of like, I was going to say magnified was the word, and what happens is when the dark forces come at you again with the same old, your super empath just like pow activates, and you already know what to do, okay? So your super empath kind of like takes over your voice, and it was a little bit, I was just like, whoa, what's going on? But it was all worth it, all right? And when it comes to this evil intention, when they try to, I mean, for me, it's always death. They want to kill me, okay? So literally, everyone's like, we've been through the fire. So they burnt my car. I was asleep at night, and I lived in a very small cabin. My car was right. I had this car, and then I had this car, and then my cabin. Okay, a very tiny cabin. It was against this fence and that fence. And on the other side of this fence was a big tree. And they lit a fire in that tree. And they lit a fire in my car. And they thought it would just combust and consume the whole thing. It happened very early in the morning. I think it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. This man was yelling out, "Hey lady, hey lady." And I lived in a residential area, so he was driving past on his way to work, and it's just like my fire was ablaze, and it was way up high in the tree. We're talking like a good 20 meters up, but the angels had surrounded the car, and the fire just only went just directly straight up, and the fence line that it was right beside on both sides never burned. And the fire in the tree on the other side, I didn't find out about that until years later, when my passion fruit vine had grown up and was taking over the branch of the tree. And I went and saw the neighbour, and I was like, how about we chop down that branch that's overhanging so that the passion fruit doesn't get the opportunity to do this. And when we were working there, I was like, is that burned? And the V of the tree was blackened all around there. So that was like the V of the tree, the fence, my cabin, like that close. So I know that I was literally, they did try to burn me to death. The darkness, the forces, these agents of the darkness, we don't know who it is, okay? So I know who it is, but publicly nobody knows who it is. And even though I was literally so scared, everyone was telling me that it's just kids. That's what they said. Oh, it's just kids, just playing around, da-da-da. They tried to lighten the absolute fear that I felt. So, evil eye of envy, malice, the malevolent gaze, using social media to cast spells and spread fear. The negative energy affects physically and mentally. It can't affect your spirit, okay? My darlings, you are earth angels. It can't affect your spirit because our heart is clean, because our spirit is advanced, I'd like to say, because our soul is extremely rare, all right? So the negative energy affects physically, mentally. Practitioners of black magic tap into the unconscious mind of their victim to affect their psychological state, to create a disturbance in your energy, to cause a physical or mental issue. I have to be quick because I don't have a lot of battery. Practitioners of magic summon ghosts, use captivating spells, do rituals to create disturbances in the target's body's energy, leading to various physical and mental health issues. The target, that's you, will have unexplained increase in heartbeat, tendency towards isolation. A nightmare comes, they feel constantly unwell, struggling to breathe. A sudden wilting of basil leaves in the house is an accurate sign. Also headaches, especially constant ones. You can use lime. I found the answer to that. You just like a slice of lime. You can rub it across your temples and it will instantly draw out whatever that evil intention is. It just takes it away, okay? Trust me on that. So back pain, kidney pain is all because of black magic. Also the sense of internal heat, common sign of a practitioner working on your energy. Itchiness down the center of your back, it says, and the stabbing needle that they do, things like this as well. Other signs include chronic disease, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. They really, like, it's like a voice that kind of says, well, why don't you just die? Or you should just run away. Things like this, you will know that it is not your true voice. It is not the voice of God, all right? Miscarriages, persistent quarrels in families, discord between spouses, poverty despite hard work, severe infections causing prolonged pain, the overall thought of your life being pointless is a common tactic. The negative energy works by influencing the unconscious mind. It's a psychological manipulation which leads to significant distress and harm. Finding any strange objects in or around your home. Pets acting agitated or fearful, unexplained marks or scratches or bruises on your body. That cold sensation, we all know that when the temperature just drops. Sudden death of many animals. The milk curdling, birds knocking, very dark shadows. People have died from black magic curses. We're not talking, freaking imagination here, okay? Now, black magic practitioners are malicious and create many problems and misfortunes. Sudden damage by fire or water and road accidents. Practitioners use salt lamps beside electronic devices. The negative electrons from the salt lamp and the positive protons from the electronic devices create matter. So they're using the computer and the salt lamp to manifest their negativity, all right? Probably online. But I want you to understand this. While I was gathering that information, my frickin' phone went black and it wouldn't turn on. It was really freaky and I had to wait a while. And then I had to reboot it. But anyway, demons, jinns, genies. When people do spells to possess money, objects, people, even love spells, it opens the portal for demons to inhabit your body. The desire for possession and possessions goes dark when you cast spells. Some carry Bibles and a lot go to church. The dark agents. Most targets do not have a clue that magic has been cast over them. They rationalize because at first it's difficult to believe. Okay. Practitioners will steal your hair out of your hairbrush, a loose strand they see, or worse, they actually cut your hair. They use blood from a cut. They can use your blood from a discarded bandage, a tissue, a blood nose, your snot. Your menstrual blood, semen, and are all used for black magic. Or their semen, their menstrual blood. They can use your clothes. So if you notice object's gone missing, someone's stolen something from you or taken it, and you're like, oh, did I leave my sunglasses here? And they're like, never seen it. They're going to use it for magic, all right? Now, the chosen one is the target, all right? The attacks will never stop. You have been targeted since birth. Now, I think I've done it. I think that's all. I've done a good list there. I love you so much. Now, the reckoning has begun, okay? So, they tried their last... They did it again, you know, these agents of the darkness are so crazy, and they tried it again. And they used their same old tactics. The thing is, you get to recognize, and especially when your super empath comes online, it's really strong. So yeah, it's almost like your spirit goes forward before you and reaches out into the future and finds their narrative and reads through it, already knows the script, tells your super empath is like, right, I know what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? So, ka kite, everyone. Stay strong. There is a great, amazing outcome through this. The next chapter is beginning. And first of all, we have to do this. And it's the Lord's judgment. Great Spirit Chief Father has them all in front of a very large mirror. And they are reviewing, they are looking, reflecting on the very things that they have done. That is all they can see. Some of them may be very sorry, and they might apologize to you, but you are never to have these people back in your life, okay? Because they'll just do it again. So don't be fooled. I love you all. Till next time. Bye.